Hello, I'm Bo, and welcome back to Bo's Books. Do you notice anything different? I got a new camera. I'm super excited because I feel like it makes me look so pretty. Brand new setup. I also want to show you I got my nails done. Feel kind of like a vampire. I have a lot of plans for July. Like, probably too many plans. I have committed to probably too many things that I want to do. However, when you really break it down, I think it's doable. So it's fine. I wanted to commit to so many more things, but I thought about it realistically and I was like, let's reel it back a little bit. So I actually took a few readathons off of my July to-do list. So initially I wanted to do Summerween, which is only a week-long readathon, and I was like, that's doable, which I still think potentially like I could do it, but I also feel like I don't want to put too much stress on myself because when I start overcommitting to things, I end up getting total burnout. I'm very much a mood reader, but at the same time, I also love a good spreadsheet and a good to-do list and a good plan. That's me in a nutshell. I always want to do everything. And I also am a perfectionist about it. So if I commit to something, I want to complete the whole thing and I want to do it to the best of my ability. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself and make reading not fun. So as exciting as all of these July readathons sound, I had to narrow it down and just commit to one or two. Let me talk about what those are. So first of all, I want to talk to you about HRCYED 2.0. Now, HRCYED stands for the hardest reading challenge you will ever do. Now, I just talked to you about how I didn't want to overstress myself and overcommit, and then I committed to doing the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do, 2.0. This reading challenge was created by Qwordy, and I'm going to go ahead and link her page down below. She does a beautiful job of explaining the entire thing. Go and check out her video about all the rules and everything that this challenge encompasses because it's a lot. The reason why I think that this is not going to stress me out, because first of all, it's a year-long reading challenge. I have an entire year. This reading challenge starts July 7th, which is Qwordy's birthday, and it ends July 6th of 2026. So I have plenty of time to do this. However, it's a lot of books. Like, I'm gonna give you like a sneak preview. I'm not gonna go super into detail because it's a lot. But like I said, watch her video if you want the full run through. And the way that Qwordy describes it is it's not necessarily intended to be fully completed. It is just a way to help diversify your reads for the year. So what I'm going to do is not try to finish this challenge and make that commitment. What I'm going to do is use it as a way to, whatever I'm reading, if it happens to fit into any of the prompts, I'm going to enter it in. And then if I want to use any of those prompts to kind of help me choose books throughout the year to help, like I said, diversify my reading, I'm going to use it as kind of a push in that direction. What's really cool about it is she created an entire spreadsheet, and I love a spreadsheet. Well, let me just show you. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet that Qwordy created. Okay, this is amazing. I'm telling you, I love it. My whole type A personality is like obsessed right now. So when you enter in your books throughout the year on her spreadsheet, you'll see stats. So if you end up reading books in different countries, it starts to show you the stats of like which countries you've read from. These are all just examples. I haven't filled anything out yet. The challenge hasn't started yet. So this is just the examples that she put in for us to kind of see what we're getting ourselves into. But I love looking at stats just for fun. Like, this is fun to me. If it's not fun to you, like, don't do it. But for me, I'm like, yes, give me all of this. So just to show you just a sneak peek of this spreadsheet if you're interested in getting it also. But there's a bingo board with all the prompts on it. There's a tracker for you to list all your books and match them up to what prompts you're using those books for. There's a points calculator if you want to use the points system. You could also just not do points, but of course I'm gonna do points. We'll see how long I can keep this up, but I mean, it's just for fun, and I'm gonna do it until it's not fun anymore, but I'm hoping to do it throughout the entire year because this would be really cool to see how much of this challenge I could actually get through. So I'm excited, honestly. She also has a website. She's put in a lot of work into this. So this is the bingo board that you're trying to complete for the year. The ideal goal is to hit a blackout, but I mean, you can do whatever you want. If you want to just complete one line to hit a bingo, like, it's fine, it's up to you. But the goal is to get a blackout. You would think, oh, that's not hard. One box per book, per prompt, whatever. It's not one book per box. This prompt in particular, let's look deeper into it. So if you click the next tab, we have HRCYED 2.0 white prompts, and this explains all the prompts on the bingo board with the white boxes. That first white box was by the 100s. Instead of just one book for that prompt, actually what that means is read 7 books of varying page lengths from 100 to 700. So that means just to complete this one square on the bingo board, you have to read 7 books. So you're getting an idea of why this is going to be the hardest reading challenge you're ever going to do. Yeah, by the 100s, you have to read, that's page count, as many as you can in 24 hours. That is in a span of 24 hours. Just read as many books as you can. There's no minimum or maximum, just do your best and log it. The series staircase, you have to read a standalone, a duology, a trilogy, and a quadrilogy. So this right here is already 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10 books just to complete the series stairway. You get what I'm saying? So the last 10 years, that's going to be another 10 books. Read a book from every year in the last 10 years. All the adaptations, the original source material was a book, and it's been adapted into a TV show or a movie or whatever. So she was like, go watch that play or go watch that movie. Or you can also read the original disability representation, heritage months, translated works, reading around the world. We have the even bigger rainbow, which means you read a book whose cover matches the color from the rainbow. And then we have spooky creatures, where one of these creatures is a prominent figure in the book. 2, 4, 6, so that's 8 books right there. Then we have the Avatar challenge for the elements. I know nothing about Avatar, The Last Airbender, by the way. When I think Avatar, I think the movie with the hair connection bonding thing. I don't know, but yeah, maybe I need to watch that show because everybody seems to love it and I know nothing about it. Then we have the animals challenge, the bigger queerphabet, that title, say that 3 times fast, BIPOC authors, and I believe you read up to 10. Yeah, it's 10 BIPOC authors. New releases for every month of the year. We have nonfiction challenge, where it challenges to read like different types of nonfiction. So she even says like, don't just read celebrity biographies. Like, I think you have to read 5 different subcategories of nonfiction. So maybe a self-help, maybe a biography, maybe a true crime, this and that, right? And then we have Q's recommendations. So we have to read books that Q has recommended. These subgenres, you basically pick a main genre and then you read subgenres of that main genre. So for me, I'm going to pick horror. So I have to read 6 different subgenres from horror. You get what I'm saying? So it'd be like extreme horror, gothic horror, splatterpunk. You get the idea. Award season, you pick any book award and then you read books that were winners, finalists, semi-finalists, entrants of that award. I love this one, the TBR challenge. The challenge is to play someone else's TBR game because, you know, I'm obsessed with everybody's TBR games and that's my favorite thing to watch on BookTube. I'm so excited to be challenged to actually play someone's game. Then we have Make a Quote, where you have to pick any quote that you would like, but you have to read a book based on every word from that quote. So like, for instance, I have a quote on my arm, meet me in Montauk. So if I choose meet me in Montauk as my quote, I would have to read a book that has the word meet in it, has the word me in it, has the word in it, and then Montauk. So that would be 4 different books. Then we have the Readathon challenge, which means you have to participate in someone else's readathon. I miss HRCYED 1. I wasn't around for HRCYED 1, so this one's actually cool. So you get to pick your favorite prompt from HRCYED 1 and use it for HRCYED 2.0. And I'll go back and show you which one I actually picked because I thought it was really cool. And then you have the personal challenge, which is just you make up a challenge for yourself, and that is part of your goal, is to complete your challenge. And that could be anything you want it to be. Obviously, we're going to make it reading related, so I have to think of something that I want to do as my challenge. I have to think of something. So if you have any ideas of what I can do as a personal challenge, like throw them out there. Leave me a comment of things that you think would be cool as a challenge that we haven't seen already in these prompts, and maybe I'll choose it as part of my year-long challenge to do. Otherwise, I'm just going to think of something and we'll throw it in there when I figure it out. So the one that I picked from HRCYED 1.0 was the blurb challenge. So you find a book with 3 or more blurbs and read the books from each of the blurbed authors as well as the one you picked. So basically you're reading 4 books from 4 different authors. I want to find the authors that I feel I resonate with their writing more, and then the authors that are maybe not for me, but I want to figure it out. I'm on my journey of figuring out what I like and what I don't like. I've said that before. Then there's all the rules for the challenge. I'm not going to get into it because there's plenty that you can look into if you're actually interested in doing this for yourself. So I highly recommend, checking out the website, checking out the spreadsheet, checking out her Discord, checking out her channel altogether and her video, because she explains it really well. Like I was saying, that's something I'm going to be doing, and that is starting, like I said, July 7th of this year and ending July 6th of 2026. So that's kind of like July TBR plans because it's starting in July, but it's not a commitment to finish everything in July. So that's why I'm saying I don't feel like I'm overdoing it for July specifically, because this is going to be a year-long thing. So I'm just starting it in July. So there's that. If you are also participating in HRCYED 2.0, leave me a comment about it so we can go through this together. So that being said, I'm already going to start focusing on one of the prompts to complete for HRCYED 2.0, and that is going to be the Readathon prompt, where you complete that prompt by participating in someone else's readathon. That brings me to the tarot readathon, which I'm going to be participating in this July. So this readathon is hosted by Daijah and Noelle, and I'm gonna of course link their videos down below so you can actually go to their channels to hear all the rules, because I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just gonna let you know that I have joined Team Cups, which might be weird because I'm a Sagittarius and that's a fire sign, so wouldn't I choose wands? You would think that, but Cups was calling to me, and that's probably because my rising sign is Scorpio, which is a water sign, and my moon sign is Pisces, which is also a water sign. So I was feeling very in my feels lately. Plus, the team leads of that channel are some of my favorite booktubers: Daijah from Daijah's Book World, Sarah from Wicked Reading, and Kelsee from HRCYED. So I'm really excited because I love all 3 of their channels so much, and all the hosts and all the team leads and everybody involved in this is really awesome. I definitely follow and watch everybody's videos because everybody's great. So check everybody out, and all the teams are good. But if you're gonna do it, like, join team Cups, you know what I mean? Let's get into our feels, like, let's cry a little, let's feel something. I feel like that's just where I'm at right now. For the tarot readathon, what you do is you use a deck of tarot cards, or you can use playing cards if you don't have them, or you can use the online generators of tarot deck, whatever you want to do. It's not about reading tarot necessarily. Pick a card, use that card to check the prompts list and see what prompt is associated with that card, and then you choose a book based on the prompt that you get. So fun, right? Yes, it's a competitive teams readathon, but it's actually also go at your own pace and very cozy, so there's not a lot of pressure involved, which is why I don't feel overwhelmed committing to this readathon. You can just pick cards as you go. When you pick a new card, you read that book, and then when you finish it, you pick another card, and then you just go from there. There's no like minimum amount of books you need to read. There's all kinds of extra rules involved that you can look into if you are interested in it, but that's like the gist of it. If you want to know more about the team abilities and the points and the trophies, and go watch their videos, because it'll take me like 10 years trying to explain it, and they've already done such an amazing job breaking it down. But what I'm going to just show you right now is the deck that I'm going to be using to do this readathon, and I'm hoping to maybe do like a vlog video that might be interesting. I'm going to be using my Fable Makers animated tarot deck. So I bought this a really long time ago and I never used it for anything. I just thought it was so cool, because let me show you why. So here's an example of one of the cards. So it is the King of Wands, but let's look at what happens when you tilt the cards. Isn't that so cool? I love this. So I'm just going to show you a couple of them just because I think these cards are so fun and beautiful. I hope you'll come back and see my tarot readathon vlog when I eventually put that up. I've never done a vlog before, so we'll see how that goes. We're trying new things. We're figuring it out over here on this channel. Trial and error, growth, building confidence, being excited, just trying to have fun, make new friends. If you are participating in the tarot readathon, please leave me a comment down below and tell me what team you're part of. The other thing that I'm going to be doing in July, my friend over on Bookstagram, Billy's Books and Stuff, is hosting a week-long Goosebumps read along. And so what we're going to do from July 21st to July 27th is reading as many Goosebumps books as we can from the original 62. I definitely don't have them all, but I have collected a good chunk of them so far. I have about 28 out of the original 62. I am going to try to read as many of these as I can in a week. And if I do happen to get through all of these that I already own, I will be going to my local library to find more. So something else to look forward to is a Goosebumps reading vlog. I'm interested in finding out if these books are as fun as I remember them to be. Some of these I've literally never read before, so I'm really excited to reward my inner child and read these books that I always wanted as a kid. I love that for me. If you also love Goosebumps and have Goosebumps books, you should join us and look out for that reading vlog so we can talk about all the Goosebumps books that we've read. I don't know when that's going to come out. Giving me time. Probably in August. Wait, are you still here? Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos from me because I'm having so much fun doing this, and I'm also having so much fun reading your comments. Some of your comments have resonated with me so much you don't even know. You have given me confidence just from letting me know that you enjoy hearing me talk about books. When you hit the notification bell, make sure to check all so you actually get a notification when my videos pop up, because that's a thing that I just figured out as well. Do that, and I will see you next time.